Hello, my lovelies. Let me get my. Okay, so I've been pushing to get stuff done this morning. I got to wake up late, but I've noticed that my sleep schedule has been really crazy. Anyway, it is a little bit lighting in here and just a little bit brighter, I think. So, which is good. I hope. And I'm going to move this over just a touch so that I can see what I'm doing here. All right. Uh-oh, very laggy, not good. Is anybody else experiencing the lag? I see we have 4 people here. Hi, Missy. It's getting better. Woo! I am going to silence my phone here. Maybe just a second here. I have a really odd thing. Okay, that's the weirdest thing ever. All right, let me silence that. Now, no more. All right. Hello, Amy. Hi, Tina. Okay. Whew. Where to start? All right. Let me collect myself here real quick. Does it really make my hair look navy blue? It's purple. It does, doesn't it? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Nope. It's still purple. It's electric purple, I guess. But so quite some time ago, our photographer friend that we went to the photo shoot and we did the costuming with and for. So he sent us some really nice studio lights. They're light box and diffusers. So I took my old ones out, which are sitting over there. These are the old ones. And those were I don't know, they had a really big effect on my head, on my headaches, causing migraines. So I decided, about an hour ago to try to put the new studio lights in. So they're here and they're working. Hang on just one second here. It is getting warm in here. I don't even have any other lights on. Those are the only lights I have going. I think I left that one plugged in. Oh, good, I did. So turn my fan on here a little bit because I'm wearing a sweatshirt. Because guess what? It is only 53 degrees right now. So beautiful. That is just fine that you are on your phone. Amy, your hair is blue now. Is it a bright blue now? That's cool. Because I thought it. Maybe you did you just get it done here not too terribly long ago again? So those look like hog heat lamps. kind of. So anywho, so I have new studio lights in. They're rigged up right now, just to see what's going to work the best. The great thing is that they're portable. They're movable. They're adjustable, the whole 9 yards. Okay. I am going to start off though by saying I want to say congratulations to Rose and Ryan at Wholesome Roots. They had a beautiful baby boy via home birth on Mother's Day. So he was born at 7:49 yesterday. I got to Marco with her this morning. She sent me a Marco, and he was resting so quietly with her, and he's a beautiful boy. So congratulations to Rose and Ryan. I love you guys so much. And welcome to the world, baby Odin. And yes, they named him Odin, the All-Father. So I hope that is a sign of wonderful things to come for him. That is it's a very strong name, obviously. So yes. Well, for those of us who are familiar with the Norse gods, yes, Odin is the All-Father, and he is very strong. So, and that's cool, Amy. That is way cool. So hopefully, well, I know that Rose is resting quietly. Mom and baby are doing fabulous, and she has a beautiful, beautiful new mama glow to her. Even though she's tired and whatnot, she feels really good. So I am so happy for them, and I love you guys. And congratulations and welcome and many blessings, baby Odin. So, oh, yours is an Avengers thing. Well, that's yeah, that's too bad. No, it's okay. It's cool. It's cool. It's way cool. Way, way cool. Hello, Deb. That is fine. Whether you're here for, 5 minutes or the whole thing, it's all good. I am happy to have you here. Just very happy to have you here. So, okay. I've got the congrats out of the way. Last week, or I don't know, I don't remember. No, it was probably about a little over a week ago. Might have been 2 Mondays ago. Anyway, I put in an order. Let's see. I guess it was in April. It had to have been. I don't know. I can't remember. I put in an order, and I spent my Baker Creek gift certificate, my $25 gift certificate that Sherry and Daryl gifted me at Christmas time with the whole seed catalog and a $25 gift certificate to Baker Creek. And they are 2 family homesteads. So if you don't know who they are, please make sure you check them out. They do a spotlight on Monday nights for basically an interview, a channel feature, and they'll have a guest channel on Monday nights, and they basically interview them, and it's a great way to get to know channels. Tuesday nights they have a tech night, and Daryl is very knowledgeable, and he helps you with, we've learned about OBS, we've learned about channel art, that kind of stuff, and he features things like equipment and programs and stuff for smooth film editing, that kind of stuff. So, and then on Thursday night, they do a channel review. And so if you go, and they'll put up a link, and you'll get your name put on the wheel, and it gets spun, and your channel, most channels get picked, depending on how many are there. But most of the channels get picked, and they go through and they will review your channel, what your page looks like, what your thumbnails and all that fun stuff. And they give you hints. He gives you hints and tips and tricks and stuff. So if you are able to do that, please check them out, because they are very giving, very, very great people. And obviously, so I spent the gift certificate. Hello, Kat, beautiful lady. She is watching from work, she said. I got a Marco from her earlier, and they are trying to get their house ready to sell so they can move to their farm. Yay! All right, so I'm going to show you what I ordered from Baker Creek first. Hello, Jan, my spirit woman. Jan from Our Serenity Homestead in his house. All right. So I tried to order as much purple as I could. And, but I will show you what I ordered that is not purple first. So I got, I picked up I ordered triumphator lettuce, lemon basil, because I have lime and I have Genovese. I have wanted to grow this for a while, and I'm excited to grow this, but the toothache plant. This is amazing for, to use as a pain reliever, so to speak. It has plenty of herbal uses. So, and we all know that I'm the herby witch. So there you go. I got some Hale's Best muskmelon cantaloupe, whatever you choose to call it. And I got some Durgest 41, just white cauliflower. So the reason I ordered white is because a lot of people just like the white. But of course, now I'm going to get into my purple stuff. Purple of Sicily cauliflower. Woo! I'm going to have purple cauliflower. I hope. I got to get that. So I'm going to get those seeds started. I'm just going to throw them in the ground, I think. And simply because it's a more cool weather crop anyway. But I'm only going to plant a few of these seeds that I'm getting in now, because I don't know. A lot of the seeds that I got are cooler weather crops, and so I'll be able to grow them in the fall. But I wanted to try a couple maybe, before the fall gets here, because no, I just want summer. All right. Scarlet kale, black nebula carrot, Brad's atomic grape tomatoes. I have wanted to grow these for like 3 years now, ever since Baker Creek put them in their catalog in the first place, and I finally got some. I got some purple plum radish, Murasaki purple peppers, and these, I don't know if these are, I don't know if these are more spicy, a hotter. I don't know where they stand on the Scoville scale. So, flower speck kohlrabi. I was going to get some early Vienna, but I think I have some, and I think I'm going to put all of these. I think most of this stuff is going to end up being grown towards the fall. So, Brussels sprouts. Yep. Okay. Also, a little side note on Brussels sprouts. People, there is an S on the end of Brussels because it's Brussels sprouts. I don't know why that drives me so crazy, but it does. I don't know. Oh, awesome. You still have seed potatoes? Ooh! Of the purple ones? That is way cool. So I got a salad blend, and I got it because of, the scarlet colored, more purple, kind of. And I got a lilac bell pepper and purple teepee beans. And then I wanted to grow these for a while too, and I've not ever been able to get any. But I got some red roselle, which is, roselle, if you make tea out of this, oh my goodness. So many wonderful benefits of roselle, let me tell you. Missy, yeah, you'll find that a lot. A lot of the stuff that is more red, if it's red, black, or blue, they typically tend to turn out more of a purple hue, which is why I am sticking, in that, because I wanted to grow as much purple as I could this year. Those shades fall right in just beautifully. So, and because I had my order was big enough, I got 4 packs of free seed. So I got bouquet dill, rouge d'hiver lettuce, Paris Island Cost lettuce, and I actually have some of this. I've got, I think, 2 packs of this, so this will make the 3rd. So I'll have plenty of lettuce and butter crunch lettuce. So, ooh, Black Prince tomatoes, awesome. So I'm still waiting on my seed order to come in from Mary's Heirloom Seeds and also from Burgess. Now, my order from Burgess are the French pink pussy willow trees. So I ordered 2 of those. Well, it was buy one and get one for a penny. That was on their penny sale. And so that's what I ordered with my gift card from Dee and Chrissy for my birthday. I finally got them ordered, got them sent in about a couple weeks ago. Yep. So they've been ordered. I sent in the gift card, and so because you have a gift card, you can't order online. So you either have to call the order in and wait forever on hold, it seems like. I know, Jan. Tony does the same thing to me every time. He's like, what do they call? What do they call? What do they call? Yeah, you said that word. Oh, for crying out loud. As a lot of you found out on Marco yesterday, he was in rare form with that kind of stuff. He was being naughty yesterday. I don't know what his deal was. So I'm hoping soon I will be getting those orders in. But when you order from Burgess, if you order, if you try to order online with a gift card, they actually tell you you have to send the gift card in, or you have to call the order in. So I know I do need an exit only tattoo. You are absolutely correct, Jan. I have Cherokee purple tomatoes. I have seedlings. I planted them all in the ground already. I don't know. Maybe a couple of them will be okay. I don't know. So I think a couple weeks ago, Tony tilled up a big chunk of the garden, and so he did that for me. I can't run the tiller very well. It's pretty big. I'm short, and honestly, I don't have a lot of strength, especially upper arm strength anymore, and that is due to the brain injury and having the side effects from that. So my back is not the greatest. My arms tend to go to sleep because of thoracic outlet syndrome, especially when I hold them up. If I hold them up at shoulder length or whatever, they start going to sleep very quickly. Like I start losing circulation to them. So anywho, I'm waiting on all of those to come in. Some super exciting stuff has actually happened over the last couple weeks. Last week for sure. Okay, so since we're on seeds and whatnot, I am going to be receiving a seed box from Jess at J Love Adventures, and I talked to her on Marco today, and she's at work, so she can't be here. But she was selected by Dee from Naturally NC to receive this seed box that's just that's going around, is being sent from here to there. And so when I get that, I will be doing a video, an unboxing and a video, and show you guys what I'm taking out and what I'll be putting back in. And I'll be signing in the book to tell you where it's been. Hey, Nathan. There's my brother from another mother. They see me trolling, they hating. So Jess said that she mailed that box out on Saturday. So um, it's scheduled to be here on Thursday. I've asked a couple of people, you know, if they wanted it, and Chrissy has agreed that she would like to have it when I'm done with it. So I will be sending that wonderful box that was started by Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming. And I'll be sending that to New York to Chrissy at Along the River Homestead. So, so as soon as I get that, I will obviously do an unboxing and whatnot. I'll do a video on it, and I will show you what I'm taking out and what I'm putting back in, and I will show you where it's going. So, you're here to troll me with your presence. Awesome. That is awesome, Nathan. I'm always happy to see you. Okay, so is there, I was also, I don't know, I'm still in seed buying mode. I don't know why. I'm a seed hoarder. I am. I'll admit it. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Especially in the current climate, social climate, worldwide climate, I guess you could say too. Especially with that, I'm getting more of a, I've always been in a prepper's mindset, but I'm really very much in a prepper's mindset now. So I just think that we need to do this. So, and I don't really consider it prepping, you know, like doomsday prepping. I don't consider that. I think that it's just being prepared. You're preparing for the inevitable, or you're preparing for, you know, so that when money gets tight or what have you, you're going to be okay for a little bit. So that is my big thing, is I'm going to really, I'm really going to start pushing for more food storage, more, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, I also received a free wood chipper. Yeah, a friend of ours got it from somebody. He said, I've been talking to him about saying, you know, I need a wood chipper. I really would like to have one, a mulcher of some sort. I just really want one. It'll be so handy around here. No, it's not that big. So nope, not Fargo. It's not a huge one, but anyway, somebody was getting rid of one, and they asked our friend if he knew of anybody that wanted one or needed one, that we would have to do a little bit of work to it or whatever. And he's like, that is so funny, because I literally was just talking to somebody about it. And I'm like, oh, yay. So he called. He says, hey, I got this. You want this? I'm like, yeah. So, yes, I do. I would like to have a pressure canner as well. I don't have a pressure canner. I do, obviously, I can water bath can, but I don't have a pressure canner. I would love to have one. I'm not real sure where my grandmother's went. So a lot of stuff got pitched from my grandparents' house, instead of taking time to go through it and say, okay, does anybody want this? Does anybody want that? You know, that kind of stuff. It's very quick. Deb, that is amazing. Yes, using your stimulus check to buy garden soil is amazing. Potatoes, yay! All right, well, you get to plant in those potatoes. Exactly. Plan for the worst and hope for the best, right? So, this wood chipper, unfortunately, they can't keep it running. So the guy says, like, I'm done with it. I don't want to mess with it anymore. Um, so the person that I got it from also had 2 extra small engines. So I'm going to attempt. I'm not going to say I'm going to be any good at it, but I'm going to attempt to learn small engine repair. And I'm hoping that I can fix all 3 of these. Our tiller decided that it was gonna the carburetor needs to be replaced. So and that we got help with. Even though Tony's a mechanic, you know, it's not small engines. It's, you know, he was a mechanic, but he's like, small engines are like, yeah. So anywho, Rusty at Robertson's Belly Acres, Rusty and Rachel. I talked to them on Marco, and I said, listen, this is what's going on. And so Rusty's like, oh, hey, try this, because that's what he does. He fixes his own. He fixes their equipment, and they have a lawn care business. So I'm like, yay! So now we're going to figure out. We got to get a new carburetor kit for the tiller, and I assume we're probably going to have to get one for the wood chipper. You know, it's probably old. It probably needs to be replaced. So, and a plug and that kind of stuff, and we're just going to go from there. So, I will have help. Tony's going to have to help me through some of that stuff, but I really wanted to try. It's something that I want to try to learn. So I'm going to. And if I do, I absolutely will be filming it. So you'll be seeing all my frustration. I know Jan. Jan is amazing. Jan does everything. She can do anything, really. She was, well, last weekend you were, last week and weekend, I should say, you were out chopping wood, dropping trees, and hauling it back. And hello, beautiful Lisa, how are you? So hopefully I can channel my inner Jan, and I can fix the wood chipper and get that going, because that'll be a game changer. So, all right. So I have not. We were going to, but I have not, due to the tiller and the weather. We have not extended the garden to the full 6,000 square feet, but I mean, it's there. It's just, it's not tilled over. It's not ready to go. You know, that kind of stuff. So today we are getting up to, like I said, probably, I think our high is supposed to be 55, and we're sitting at 53, which doesn't make me very happy. But we're supposed to be getting warmer weather, and we're supposed to be, you know, on an upward trend of warming, and we're supposed to stay there, you know, normal highs. But we're supposed to be in the 70s next week, by the end of this week, and we'll hit 70s and 80s by next week. Crazy. It is just crazy. But we do have a lot of rain coming. All right. I spent all day Friday, I believe it was Thursday and Friday. It was Thursday. It was Thursday or Friday. I don't remember which day it was. I think it was Friday. I spent the whole day, the whole afternoon, cleaning out the Suburban. It has, you know, mildew on it, on the surfaces and stuff, because it's been sitting for almost 4 years. And the reason I'm doing that and doing the deep cleaning is because we were thinking it was going this weekend, but the plans fell apart. So it sounds like it will be for sure next weekend. It will be going to get its new engine and transmission put in it. Yes! So I see people are coming in and out. The tornado dropped the trees. You just cut them up and haul them off to the graves, or off of the graves. Yes, yes, I know. But you, even before then, you were dropping trees on your property. So you and Super Dad. Let's see. What else can I tell you? Oh, I have been trying to. I should have brought them in with me, but I went ahead and I put in an order for doTERRA. As most of you know, I'm a doTERRA wellness advocate, so essentially I sell it. There are many thoughts and ideas and opinions um, on MLM companies and, you know, and the like, but I really do truly believe in doTERRA and the quality of the essential oils. So I have decided that I'm definitely staying with doTERRA, and I will be I'm hoping to attend conference in September, but I don't know, because I would rather stay at home and have my own get together with my friends and family for Labor Day weekend. And so, oh, yay, Terry Lynn's home. Yay. And the conference then is the following weekend, and it's out in Salt Lake City, Utah. So I don't really want to, I won't have the money to go, but that's okay. Yes, you have a lot of firewood seasoning. That is so cool, Jan. That is so cool. But you have a wood burning stove for your house, wood burning furnace. So, Amy, you're probably right. I would say most likely everything in September it's really, if it's not canceled yet, it's probably going to be canceled. But my gathering at home will not be canceled because, you know, there probably won't be. It'll probably just be us anyway. Right. Yep. Yeah, Baker Creek, when they do theirs, I think theirs is in September. They have one out in Santa Rosa, their seed show. So that's so cool. So I want to go to that too. I really want to go to that. There were a lot of venues and things places I wanted to go this year, but obviously we can't because of the current climate. So staying on with the essential oils thing, I have been on this idea for a very long time, since even before I got into doTERRA. That's true. That is true, Amy. If they don't change that 14-day quarantine period, yeah, you are correct. And there's not going to be any traveling anywhere. But I was thinking of doing a series with my essential oils and creating products of my own with my doTERRA essential oil products. So what I'm looking at is doing an alchemy series. And The only reason I really would call it alchemy is just for the fact that I'm going to be mixing and matching and making products with many uh, components of essential oils. So um, I'd like to do my own perfumes and soaps and things of that nature. So I'm kicking around this idea and how to do it. And I'm wondering if this is something that people would really be interested in. And then the next idea that I'm having is that, and I've had this for a while too, and I've discussed it here and there, is doing essentially kind of a book club type thing where we could do, we could all like read the same book, like Oprah's book club, obviously, something, something like that. But I would do a live on it and we would do a review then during a live, like one night a month. And everybody'd have a month to read this particular book or what have you. We could probably use something like uh, Zoom or StreamYard to get multiple people on the screen to review this book. So if that is something that you would be interested in, I'd like to know. I'd like some feedback. And because I think that I'm not one who reads for just for pleasure. Like I don't like to sit down and read novels and things like that. I want to read for information. Um, to me, it is more exciting to read. It would be more exciting to me to read an encyclopedia than it would be to read a murder mystery novel. I know, but and I think a lot of people are like that. If you're, especially in the homesteading community, I think that if they are, um, if they're if they're going to read, they're going to probably read more so for information than they are um, uh, for pleasure. So I just thought it'd be kind of cool, have a little bit of a spin on a book club type thing. And so let me know, shoot me an email or a message or something if maybe that's something that you would be interested in doing with me once a month, reviewing and what have you. Because I'd rather spend my money on purchasing a book that I can use over and over again than a book that I'll maybe read once and probably never read again. So read it again. So, anywho, a few weeks ago, um, you just told that to your hubby because he and his brother want to go out of the country. Oh, yes. But you guys are wanting to go down to, or they're wanting to go back to see family, right, Terry Lynn? I keep looking down and I should be looking up because my camera's up there. I'm on my laptop. So I went to Walmart a while back and I am just now really starting to use these things, but I got on my right, Lisa. Yeah, if I have time to read, it's going to be for information. So that's kind of why I was thinking that if we do like one homesteading type book a month or learning about something versus reading for pleasure, where it would help us down the road. I thought maybe that would be, I don't know, maybe more up everybody's alleys. A lot of people do. I don't mind reading. I like to read, but again, the content that I want to read is it's for information and not pleasure, I guess. That's my pleasure. Okay, they want us to go to Colombia. That's right. Colombia. They want to go to London. Yeah, I think I'd probably skip that one too. I would skip that too, Terry Lynn. So on I had on my wish list through Amazon. I needed a new selfie stick to help record, and I needed a new, like um, a new tripod thing, and I really wanted one of the tripods that had the movable legs and adjustable and whatnot. They can with your blessing, huh? Nope. So, anyway, I went to Walmart and happened to be in the electronics and thought, you know what, I'm gonna see if I can find my selfie stick is broken. So I thought, oh, I'll just get a new selfie stick if they're cheap enough. Found this one. It's an on product. And it's Bluetooth. So I'm able to record. I can have my phone, clear out there because I record on my phone, usually for the channels. So I'm like, oh, that'll be great. And then I don't have to, constantly reach out to my phone and press the record button and stop it and all that fun stuff. So this actually has been pretty good. I've kind of messed with it a little bit. And then I got this bendable tripod, and you can see my phone is on it right now. And it is specifically, like, it adjusts. Take my phone off. So this actually adjusts and swivels left to right, and then you can turn it too. So anyway, I think it'll be good for different camera angles and whatnot. And with your phone, when you're videoing for YouTube, obviously, you have to have your phone sideways and not up and down. Otherwise, you get the normal format, and it never comes out right, and it looks funky. So I got this on clearance at Walmart, and it's also an on product, ONN. Or own. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but anyway, this was $11. The one I had on Amazon was only like $16 or $17, but still $11 is cheaper, and I had it right there. And then the selfie stick was only $5 on clearance. So I'm like, hey, you can't beat that, right? So I have a couple new. I've replaced a couple of my recording tools, which is great, and the studio lights, and so I feel like I'm starting to get, and they're not expensive things, which is good, but they're useful tools, and I felt that they were necessary, so I figured for less than $20, that's pretty good. I do not like Walmart. I hate shopping at Walmart, but it's the closest big chain store, big box store to me, so for what I need. But anywho, okay, Terry Lynn. Oh, did you finally get the trail cam? Yay! So Terry Lynn has a beautiful 10-acre property in northwestern-ish Florida. I think you're up in the Florida Panhandle, aren't you? Your farm is. And so she lives, though, around the Miami area during the week because her husband works around there, and she has a shop and all that stuff. So she's not able to be on the farm as much as she'd like. They're trying to develop it, and they're trying to grow all kinds of cool stuff up there, but she's having issues with something digging. and coming through, right? So yeah, she really wants to get chickens and turkeys and whatnot. And she's like, but I don't know what's up there. I don't know what's hunting on my land. So she's going to get some trail cams for Mother's Day, right? I know you just got an incubator and that was awesome. So hopefully she can see what's on her property up there and plan accordingly. That'll be fantastic. So yay! I'm glad you got them. I'm so glad you got your trail cam. And all right, so nope, no, your dog probably does not sit still when you're gone. They're pretty darn active and mischievous, let me tell you. I think my animals run amok when I'm not home. Amok, amok, amok. In case you don't know what that's from, that is Sarah Jessica Parker from Hocus Pocus, one of my favorite movies because it's witchy and Halloween. I've got a whole bunch of portable phone chargers, Missy, and that's awesome. Yeah, to have them when you can get them that cheap. So I've got this big bad boy. I think I paid 15 or 20 for this. And I can usually charge my phone, and I can usually charge 2 phones at once. So, or 2 devices at once off of that, which is awesome. And then I've got a couple of other littler packs. Probably not in here anymore. I know I have one in my purse. This is the one I usually carry in my purse. Since I'm sitting here at my desk, why not, you know? I'll just rummage through stuff. Yeah, I absolutely suggest to anybody who has Marco on their phone, if you are on Marco for any length of time, more than about 5 minutes, you probably should have a charger ready. You know what? I don't know, Terry, if that would be considered a phone or not. Oh, Tina, I'm so sorry, honey. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope that migraine goes away. Much love, girlie. Yeah, that's weird. Anyway, so I've got several portable charging devices. So, I think, yeah, I think Amy's right. I think the software on an iPad is, I mean, I know you can go live from it, but I don't know if you would have to have like go through StreamYard or Slobs, or I guess Streamlabs. Everybody calls it Slobs. Streamlabs, and I don't or run an OBS program on it. And I will tell you that I have only done one live from my phone through, and I did that through Streamlabs, and I was not impressed. It was a pain. And then when I did my use live stream on iPad, okay. But I don't know if you can go. Okay, all right. See, I don't own Apple products. I don't have any, so I don't really know. I couldn't tell you. And my tablet is so old that, I mean, it doesn't even hold a charge anymore, and it's hard to the charging port on it. The connector is it's very loose, so I don't even use my tablet anymore. And I gave it to my husband to use in the shop, so he uses it for picture references while he's painting for airbrushing. So I don't really know. if I would assume an iPad. If you can go live on your iPhone, you can probably go live on your iPad. But even going live on your iPhone, to go live on YouTube from your iPhone, I think you have to run a streaming service of sorts. Oh, hello! Oh my gosh. Hello, sweet pea. How are you? And how is the beautiful farm? And how are the little lammies doing? uh, and then, oh yes, when do you harvest wool from your sheep? So, because I know you do the well, hello to Travel and Tour. How are you? Well, hello and thank you and welcome. You can go live, but you have to have 1,000 subs, right? For it to count. I think was what the deal was. Yes, I smell children. Hocus pocus. Yes. Just finished shearing. Oh, cool. Oh, way cool. Yes, way cool. Way cool. She has a beautiful farm in New York, and she does I don't know, what do they call that? But she makes like wool dryer balls, and oh my god, it's so cool. She does some of the most amazing stuff with that. So please go check out Sweet Pea Farm New York on up on YouTube, obviously. She has a wonderful little channel. Let's see here. I'm looking here. So to Travel and Tour, are you out anywhere right now, or are you at home? What are you up to? Felting, yes. It'd be something that I would love to learn how to do, but I just don't. Um, so To Travel and Tour actually has their own YouTube channel, and it's kind of an RVing community type thing that I'm getting into. I'm really getting into, and it's because I have an Airstream and I want to travel and all that fun stuff. Oh, my fingerprint is not recognized on my phone for whatever reason. Oh, goodness. um, didn't you make some little, oh, I think you made some felted animals for somebody for Christmas, didn't you? That's right. Right. It's not murdering anybody or anything if you're felting. Stab, stab, stab. That is awesome. All right. So what else does everybody have planned for this week? Because I should be able to get out and get my garden planted this week. I wasn't able to last week. It got way too cold still. Well, you are an extremely talented woman. Let me just tell you that, because not only do you do the felting, but I love your crocheting the pumpkins. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. And I was trying to teach myself how to crochet, but I don't sit still long enough to do that right now. And I was thinking, oh, I'll be able to do it over the winter, when I can't be outside, blah blah blah. So yeah. Oh, you had snow yesterday. Boo. Boo boo. Chrissy, you can barely felt soap. Oh my gosh, girl, I love you. All right, Missy, we shall see you in a few then. Thank you. Snow Saturday. Oh my gosh. No, absolutely not. Um, Doing okay over here, except that there isn't much travel these days. Right. Yeah, I know. We're all kind of stuck, but hopefully they'll be opening stuff soon to travel. I am super lucky with my Airstream because it's out in my yard. It sits in my yard, and my son is living in it right now, which is why I haven't done any uh, Airstream cooking videos. And no, Nathan, I'm not cooking the actual Airstream. uh, I agree. You two need to get together because you're not that. I mean, 3.5 hours really isn't that far away from each other. And Chrissy, I think your girls would have a blast up there. I do. But I get to use I hang out in the Airstream like so much, except for the fact that my son's out there now. So yeah, that's it's really awesome to be able to do that too, to travel. Well, hello, Dorothy's Hobby Farm. How are you? Yes, 67-degree weather would be great. In Miami, it's always hot though. Terry Lynn, you are always hot down there. Of course, you're just a hot mama. So, how are things going out there in? You're still in Colorado, correct? Dorothy's Hobby Farm. And welcome, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. They live. You guys make sure everybody checks each other's channels out. Really, you guys. This is a great group of people right here in this chat. Let me just tell you that, okay? So please, if you don't know each other's channels, check each other out. Because there is so much knowledge and fun in all of these channels in their content. So please do, please do check them out. So Dorothy's Hobby Farm has they have an off-grid property in Colorado, and I'm like, whoa, I want to see this property so much. And I think they were going to they were acquiring a homestead in Kansas. Is that correct? And so they were going to basically start all over. You're living your fat, happy quarantine life. Oh my gosh, Chrissy. Oh, and Miss Cat there at Wolf's Head Forge. She's been so busy. You've been so busy, Cat. We got to get you. We got to get that stuff done so you can get moved out to your farm, your new farm. I wish I could come help you. Kentucky's a bit of a jaunt for me, though. I mean, I was like, I don't know. It's centrally located. So everybody should just come here. Come see me. I would appreciate it. I would love it. I would love it. I'm hoping that by September, by Labor Day weekend, things are going to be okay, and we're going to be able to be moving out and about, and I can have a bunch of you beautiful people here with me for Labor Day weekend, and do a. I'm trying. Okay, so I'm trying to plan this. I really wanted to plan a big homesteading conference for this year at our fairgrounds and whatnot. Like, this was my vision 2020. Oh my gosh, that's too funny to travel. Yeah, I agree. But yes, Amy June, I would be. And so I'm trying to put together how much it would cost to rent some porta potties. I mean, we're not going to be able to have, 100 people here, obviously, but it would be fantastic. But I was trying to, at the local fairgrounds for this year, for Labor Day weekend, do a homesteading conference over the weekend. But um, that's just not going to happen this year, unfortunately. So I'm sad about that, but I am absolutely going to still be planning. I'm hoping for 2021 to make a big homesteading conference for Labor Day weekend. That'll be right about starting to get, starting around the harvest season for most people. But it'll be lots of fun, I think. And it was going to be like, I really want a big to do. I just think it would be so much fun, and I think it'd be educational, and it'd be awesome to see everybody come together. So you might be in prepper jokes. That would be awesome. Oh no, it's raining. Grr. Grr, Jan. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I know we didn't meet in the RV community. Isn't that funny? But I, yeah, I'm not primarily focused on RV travel. However, um, it was on my Vision 2020. My goals for 2020 was to be able to travel with my Airstream, and it just nothing is working out that way, which kind of stinks. But oh well. So because I can't do this big homesteading conference this year, I wanted to do I just wanted to do my own little. I've always wanted this, actually. Ever since we moved here, I've always wanted to have a big Labor Day weekend party. And basically, kind of, and it's a play on the term white trash, just because, okay? It's nothing derogatory, so please nobody take it that way. But we were going to call it White Trash Weekend, because basically, here's my thing. You come and you're going to be able to pitch your tent or whatever on our 3 acres. We are going to, I wanted to do a hog roast, or, something of that nature. We would all just pitch in and eat and drink and have fire pit and swim in the pool and outdoor movies all weekend long. And that's what I wanted to do for this year. But I don't know that that's going to happen either. And it would be a long haul for a lot of people to come and see me. So, but I just think it would be really cool. I've always wanted to do it. And so, yes, I would have to rent. I would be renting. Actually, what I would rent is porta potties. They actually have units that have a full bathroom in them. So it would be a porta potty, essentially, and there'd be a sink in there and a shower. And that would be, that'd be great. And I think they were renting, I want to say for that weekend, it was going to cost, I want to say it was going to cost me like $350 for the entire weekend. They would drop on Friday morning, and they would pick up on Tuesday morning. And I think it was going to cost me like $350 for 2 units, or $400 maybe for 2 units. So really, that's not too terrible, but my hour is up. All right, Amy, I love you. I do need to form a planning committee, and I did have a couple of girls here in Iowa that were going to help me with it. The problem that we've run into is that we've all been really super busy, for one, and number two, my idea of planning what I want to plan for is not quite on the same page as theirs. They want a more intimate thing, and I want to make it a big conference. So, yeah, sponsors, the whole 9 yards. So yeah, a planning committee would be great, but you are not retired. I know you. I would have your butt out of retirement like that. I know I would, girlfriend. You'd come do it for me. You would help me. I know you would, because you love me. You can give me a reference. You just bring your team with you. You see, I told you. Yeah, nice try, lady. Oh my gosh. Amy just sent Tony some. She sent him a 5-pound bag of Haribo gummy bears for his birthday. And then she sends him. They're actually over here as a joke. So let me get up and grab them real quick. Sorry, I hope you didn't have to look at my butt too long. Nobody wants to see that. Then she sends this, and there's always been this joke. We always say this. We've always said this to each other and whatnot. And it's eat a bag of, well, penises, we'll just say. So she sent him a bag of dicks. Candies. And I know Chrissy has some. But she sent these for him as well. So, and he thought that was just hilarious. So that's the kind of relationship we have. Sure, you can park the TARDIS. Absolutely. Jan and Susan have a, now it's an old, now how big is the TARDIS? Is it a full-size bus, or is it like a mini bus? Or what is that? I know you have some of those, Christy. Got some for Christmas. Yeah, Tony just got some for his birthday. So yeah, we're and I'm also trying to acquire some more property, so hopefully I can get some cheap that's connected. So we would have more room than. Sorry, I'm reading to catch up. I know I hate those lags and the lulls in conversations. So, all right, I think I'm caught up with everybody. All right. Well, cool. I don't know where everybody went. It says I have 11 of you here, but I don't know where. I know a couple of you are running. I know. Let's see. Kat is working, and Misty had to go. Ooh, hiccup. Sorry. So, anywho, all right. So, what are the plans then for this week, guys? Because I'm telling you, I got a lot to do. Hopefully, the weather does actually hold out for me. And I know, because you're grocery shopping online, aren't you, Chrissy? Are you going to buy me something good? Because I would love to. I would love to have somebody just grocery shop for me and send me bunches of food. Then I don't have to do it. All right. So my plans for this week. I'm going to get a video out, you guys. I know, right? What? I'll tell you. So one of my goals for 2020 on my Vision 2020. Oh, you're getting the stuff to make. Oh, Shelly make. Oh my gosh, yes. Well, hello. How are you? DRLC TV. Thank you for checking in. So I decided actually one of the goals was to be more organized, uh, get everything organized for 2020. And now I did that. I started by printing off calendars. And so at this point, what I've done, well, you are welcome. I'm glad to have everybody here. um, oh, cool beans, Deb. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for doing that, honestly. What inspired me to start an organic farm? All right, so here we go. I actually, I live on 3 acres in a very tiny town. And I got to the point that, first of all, to buy organic foods, stuff that I know that it's healthy, I don't have chemicals all over it, right? Or in it, or what have you. Um, so buying organic foods is way, way more expensive than it should be. You can buy, why can you go to the store and buy processed foods way cheaper than fresh vegetables from your home? Um, so I decided I'm just going to try and grow as much of my own food as I possibly could. And then I thought, well, why don't I just also sell it? And so that was my thing today, was I wanted to, or not today, but that was my thing. I thought, I really want, maybe I'll do a farm to market. Because A, I would make just a little bit of money, and B, people would be buying healthy foods, yummy healthy foods, not chemical laden, and they wouldn't have to spend so much either, like you would in the grocery store. So that's why I decided I was going to start growing my own food. And then part of it also was because I'm a prepper at heart, I guess you could say, and I just, yeah. Well, then in 2014, I kind of had no other. I really have had no other choice. Like, I needed to do something, because in 2014 I fell and I broke my shoulder, um, and I have a brain injury because when I fell, I hit my head so hard on my shoulder and on the pavement that I have chronic migraines, and I have chronic vertigo and post-concussion syndrome, and all the stuff that goes along with a head injury. So that is why I needed something to do, and I thought, well, I'm on disability. It sucks. It really sucks. And I thought, well, it'll be a way to make a little bit of money. It'll get me out connected to the earth like I am anyway, and I'll be able to, enjoy being in the outdoors. And I don't know, there were many, many reasons for it, but I just figured, well, if I'm going to do this, I might as well just turn it into a business, right? So I have not yet been able to turn that into an actual business. I was looking into organic certification, but it is so super expensive. So I will not actually be organically certified. I will not be USDA certified organic. I can't afford that. At least not right now. I do use organic practices though. I'm completely chemical and pesticide free. I don't use any of that stuff. And now with the weather, these last 2 years, it's been really hard. So I'm hoping I can make that happen this year. But the farmers markets right now are, at least around here, they're all virtual. and I have I don't have the ability really right now to grow our gardening season is just ramping up. So that's kind of what it is. So I'm hoping this year, all I'm going to do is I will sell my excess, but I won't be doing market like I wanted to, and I won't be going to restaurant and grocery store like I wanted. So, but it'll be okay. It's going to be okay. That's just extra for me to stock up on and hopefully make some product with, some extra product. So that is my reasoning behind wanting to start the organic farm. Oh, I just tweaked. Sorry. I gleeked a little bit. So I decided that back, let's see, December 29th is when I released my Vision 2020 video. It is a little long. It's like a 20-minute long or 22-minute long video, but it highlights everything. I went out and I said, listen, it is 20, it's going to be 20 goals for 2020. And I'm going to shoot for the moon. That's what I'm going to do. So I made this video, and organization was one of those things. So I decided that because I've been in this lull, and fighting with the depression and all of that fun stuff, and just fighting with myself internally, I haven't been as productive, obviously, and I haven't been consistent with my YouTube channel and on my social media and my blog. And so I decided to print off another set of calendars. This right here. So I'm starting to have every day scheduled for what I'm going to do on that day, what area of my social media I'm going to address, or my lives, or this or that. So I did that. Now, since January 1st, this is, there you go. This is actually a calendar, and every day I track my YouTube analytics on this. So those are two ways that I'm staying organized, and I'm holding myself accountable. So, Jan, okay, 15 seater short bus, awesome. Yeah, I thought it was a short bus, but all of those things that go with, all those jokes that go with it. And I could see you doing that, Jan. I absolutely could. I agree with you, Chrissy. Have you ever thought of writing your memoir about what's happened to you? You know what? I don't have a name to go with DRLC. I'm sorry. I like to try to associate names with channel names, but I have not thought of actually publishing a memoir. I haven't. I could absolutely write a book on everything in my life, and it would probably be like Encyclopedia Britannica set long. I'm very descriptive and very very long-winded, so I don't know if anybody would be interested in reading something like that. So yes, Moon Pie. I'm doing these. They're my studio lights. So here's Moon Pie. Okay, all right. I need to do that, please. Okay. Oh, well, you'll have to reach in to get a gumball. Okay. Okay. All right, David. Okay, fantastic. That doesn't mean take. Careful. So my grandson is trying to. That is plenty enough. And yes, that's fine. You may watch something if you like. Please shut the door. Please shut the door. Thank you. I love you. Some of you get to see him on Marco a lot. He's here a lot. Okay, so David, yes, I have actually thought about it, but not publishing it. Just writing a whole memoir and whatnot, to my, up to this point in my life. So yeah. Deb, I started raising quail for several reasons. They make me get my butt out of bed. Very true. They You get eggs and meat for the freezer. Very true. And set aside an area. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, Deb, I love you. Thank you, honey. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, it is something I am actually very passionate about. Obviously, I have a medical background. And so this is why, I don't know. I see all of these things, even when I was working as a nurse. I did a lot of long-term care, nursing and psych nursing, but I did a lot of emergency, medicine as well. I have run the gambit with all of that, and the people that I see, I have found that a lot of our health issues really come back to our food sources, like what we're ingesting. We are such a society of go, go, go and consume and waste. And I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be quite that bad. So while I live a lot more modern than a lot of other homesteaders, I think that I still live very modestly, frankly, and I live on a very tight budget. And there are people who live on far less than I do. So, you know, um, yes, Deb and Kat, you absolutely should connect. Absolutely. And Nathan, from Sampson Farms. So I know that the three of you raise quail. Yeah, you guys would be fantastic to be able to talk to each other. So also being the fact that I have, it is hell on your blood sugars. It is processed food. Processed food is just like, it should be a fun little treat now and then. And you really should be eating as naturally as possible anyway. And you should be able to get your food from, a reputable source that doesn't use a bunch of chemicals on it. I mean, there is a reason why, Monsanto, and which is now owned by Bayer, there's a reason why, even Syngenta and things of that nature, those big companies like that who are big into ag, there's a reason why that stuff has been in Europe. It's banned. Monsanto, they don't sell anything Monsanto, at least as far as I know, to anywhere throughout Europe. There's just, the chemicals, they're unnecessary. I totally get, um, I totally get the reasoning behind the the chemicals for big ag. When you're trying to grow 3, 4, 500 acres worth of food, it is, I'm sure, I'm absolutely positive that it is very costly for you to try to hire out help for bean walking and, corn detasseling and that kind of stuff. The problem is that now that we're taking our corn, our soybeans, um, and all of these things that we're growing, and they're not actually producing food for the masses as much as they are for animal feed and that kind of stuff. They've also, right now, Iowa is real big into ethanol. And so they're taking a food source, corn, and they're turning it into fuel, which, okay, fine. And then you have the byproduct of all the mash and whatnot, you're essentially distilling and creating alcohol is what you're doing, or is what they're doing on a mass scale. But it's not, and then it'll go through a process where that actually gets converted to a gasoline source versus alcohol distillery. So, I am not. I have thoughts and my position on all of that, but and I try not to be too controversial here. If you know me personally, you know, and I talk to you personally, you probably know where I stand on that. But on this platform, I don't really try to do a whole lot of downgrading or anything like that of things such as our ethanol plants and our CAFOs and our wind energy. And I'll say my piece is that I have my problems with all of these things, and you know, there's not much that I can do personally other than try to continue to write to my my senators, all my representatives, and say, listen, I'm not okay with all of this. But it seems to really fall on deaf ears. And we have, frankly, I have my views on politics as well, and that is that we have the wrong people. We have the wrong people representing the people. There are not very many people in our federal or even state government that are like-minded, that I'm like-minded with. And so it's exactly what I said for the longest time. Poor diet, yes. I mhm. Yes, so my background is I was a nurse. I was a paramedic, so I did a lot of emergency medicine, emergency ambulance calls, that kind of stuff, and a volunteer firefighter. So I have a lot of science background and medical background. Um, I loved it. I loved every stinking second of it. Let me tell you. I just don't. I think that good health starts in your gut. In all honesty, which is part of the reason why I really think that using natural herbs, you know, herbal medicine is good. Eating healthy and clean is good, and I just think that we need to get back to a simpler time. We have all of these. We have drug resistance now. We have antibiotic resistance now. Like it's rampant. It's terrible. Um, we have all kinds of things, and I just think that if we are able to get back to a simpler way of eating and healing ourselves, that we're going to be a lot better off. So, yep, prepackaged bread is a prime example of all of the crap that's in it. It's yeah. There is no need. You're right. There is zero need for all of that added stuff. Zero. I agree with you. So I've gotten to the point where we rarely buy uh, prepackaged bread. I typically make it, and I use my Grammy's recipe. And I use a combination of all-purpose flour and bread flour, actual bread flour. I use yeast and sugar and water. That's all that's in that bread. Flour, sugar, yeast, and water. So, yeah. Um, I agree, Kat. Back to the 40s and home cooked meals would be great. Even the 50s were more, I mean, that's when we really started to get a lot more, our industrialization of our food got really, really bad. It really started to ramp up about that time, about the 50s. Yes, yes, yes. Very true. And who am I talking to with to travel? I don't know. I don't know which one of you it is, or if it's both of you. Um, the sales of organic foods have just they've grown by leaps and bounds. But here's the thing: um, you have companies, you have the big companies selling to grocery stores, big that are they're capitalizing on that, and whew, hiccup, sorry. And so, unfortunately, they're charging outrageous amounts for produce, for good organic, just even clean produce. It is absolutely unnecessary, and they need to start cutting out the middleman, kind of thing, in my opinion. Um, so yeah, I am actually really passionate about um, organic should not cost more. In fact, it should be way cheaper than a processed Twinkie. Now, if you look at, I know in Australia, New Zealand, that area, um, there's a few other places, and I'm not sure. I think in Europe as well. But for you to purchase junk food, to buy that processed food, is way more costly than a fresh fruit, a fresh piece of fruit or vegetable, or even fresh meat. And it's not chemically laden. So yeah, I'm pretty passionate about that and about natural health. And I mean, I do all the same things that everybody else does. You know, I do things like color my hair and I wear makeup and that stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the stuff that you ingest. And there's so many even vegan sources for um, uh, that don't or that use plant-based materials versus you know, chemical lab derived stuff that you can buy. And yeah, it's way more expensive. And so most of us can't afford to buy it. And we've also, as a society, I mean, like, I could go on forever about all this stuff. Like, we have formed a society now where there's so much focus on beauty and on external beauty than there is on a human being's, you know, soul. And that's, I don't know. Some people some people don't think like that, and I'm, you know, I think that beauty is found within us, within someone's soul. But it's nice to have something good to look at too, I guess. um, so Kat is a prime example. Wolf's Head Forge and Farm. She is a prime example. She has cut out. She has to, and has had to cut out gluten, all of it, because the gluten um, in our grains now, as compared to 50, 60 years ago, completely different because of the chemicals and all of the crap that are put on these crops and the way that they're processed. And it, yeah. So okay, well, hello Neil. Yeah, so I totally and we have a cousin that is very, she has celiac sprue, and that's something that just really didn't exist you know, 80, 100 years ago. My grandson is like knocking on the door, and his mom is saying, "No, stop, leave me ma alone." So, um, yeah, I would. And I think using things like essential oils and clean food, that's the way we can get back to where we need to go, where we need to be. So, all right. Well, it's been over an hour and a half. I'm sorry. I get very long-winded, and I love talking and interacting with everybody. So it's nice to have that. I really like that. But I think most everybody's probably, they're busy. Monday, I'll tell you, Monday afternoons, I know, is not always the best time for most people. But and it just, I don't know, it just works out better for me. So it is nice to have people, like-minded people, right? It's really nice. I love that. I've met some amazing people through doing this YouTube channel, and that are just, and it's so funny. It's like, we're all like, a lot of people are very like-minded in this whole on this whole journey. I found most people are very like-minded when it comes to food, medicine, and relying on what your abilities are, versus things like Hollywood actors, or that kind of stuff. So and we all have different strengths, and but a lot of us we all have a lot of the same backgrounds too. So that's really good. It's really nice to have that. So, all right, I am going to I think I'm going to go ahead and close this off. And if you Chrissy, you're a Hollywood actor, well, you are an actress, let me tell you. I love you. Oh my gosh. So if you haven't connected with me on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or any of that stuff, please do. And we can talk a little bit. And if you want to do Marco with, if you want to get on Marco with me one-on-one, I'm certainly okay with that. Let me know, send me a message. And we'll have to exchange numbers. You can text me that way, and the whole 9 yards. So, and let's see what else. Oh, make sure you follow my blog. I promise I'm starting to get better about posting on my blogs, on my blog site. And it's that now my blog runs the gambit. It runs the gambit of everything, emotions, feelings, different topics. It runs the gambit. It really does. And so it's very versatile. Or diversified. So and an apartment. Yes. Even though you live in the city, there's so much that you can do. So much. I will. When do you? Okay, so you do yours on Wednesdays at 4. All right. Well, cool. I will. I'm gonna write that down so that I know where to be. Okay. Now, are you on Central Time? What time zone are you in? Exactly. Food and travel go hand in hand. To travel. So are you in Central Time Zone, or what? I guess, what time zone are you in? It's 4 p.m., but 4 p.m. what time? Like 4 p.m. what time zone? And David, absolutely, I would love to get to converse back and forth with you. No problem. Uh, we're all in right now. We're all in a financial crisis. We really, truly are. I think most everyone is. We're all feeling the pinch, and you know, if we can just Eastern. Okay, so it'll be 3 p.m. Okay, for me. So if we can just kind of come together and at least be able to lean on one another. If you're having a bad day and you're kind of down, and say, listen, I'm really not feeling good today. This is going on. We can support each other, right? So that is true, Jan. We are family. We are family. So, all right. So again, all my information is in the description below. Where you can contact me at. My email, my business email is there, that you can send me a message, and we can do that if you want. Any way you'd like to connect, I would love it. I'm absolutely I'm open to the idea of connecting with others, and creating a network of people who are really, really, truly looking to be in this together. So, and you'll just have to deal with my neurotic behaviors too. Sorry. Ask Christy; she'll tell you I'm very neurotic. All right. Okay. A bit of food trivia. Protein additive listed on food labels is usually super processed peanut residue. Yes, ma'am. That is very true. Very true. Also, I will tell you that I have a channel on DLive, but I have not, I haven't gone live on it yet. I'm trying to get all of that situated, getting everything situated. So you will also be able to follow me on DLive. And if you want to talk about that, I will talk about that at another time. But shoot me an email or a message on Facebook. And I can also, when we start conversing more on, that social media and on Marco and whatnot, I will be more than happy to give you my personal profile. I don't really post a whole lot of anything too terribly personal. I treat even my personal profile on Facebook, and on Instagram. I really don't release anything too terribly personal. So, all right. Well, then I will check that out. I will try and get there then on Wednesday to see you, Neil, and have a wonderful talk. And I watched oh my goodness, Weekend RV. Oh goodness, I can't think of their names now. They're such lovely little couple. I watched them on Saturday for a little bit. So you're driving while listening. Awesome. Okay. All right. So all my information is in the description. You can get a hold of me pretty much anywhere through that. So, and I will set my alarm, or I'll put it in my phone calendar, and I should be able to be there on Wednesday to see you, Neil. So, all right. I love you all, and many blessings to you all. Again, I want to congratulate Rose and Ryan at Wholesome Roots for the birth of their absolutely beautiful little guy, born yesterday on Mother's Day. What an awesome Mother's Day gift. And little Odin, many blessings to you. And even though you don't know me, I'm still your Aunt Nani, and I love you. So, all right. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I hope to keep in contact with you throughout the week. Most of you I do anyway on Marco. So love and light and blessings, and live from the earth and play in the dirt. Bye, guys.